Warriors Steph Cavs comeback attempt, earn Christmas Day victory. Oakland. By the time the Cleveland Cavaliers and Golden State Warriors meet again on January 15, everything about the latest rivalry meeting will be different. The Warriors' Steph Curry will be fully healed from the ankle injury that has cost him 9 games, and Cavs all-star point guard Isaiah Thomas will be a few weeks into his first stretch with LeBron James and company after recovering from the hip injury that has had him out since May. None of which is to say that the Warriors' 99-92 win on Monday at Oracle Arena meant nothing. You can't have the same two teams clash in the finals for an unprecedented 3 consecutive seasons and not strike all kinds of entertaining chords, injuries notwithstanding. Above all else, it was the latest reminder that this post-Oklahoma City Thunder version of Kevin Durant remains as impactful a player as there is in the league. No matter how good his teammates might be. Durant dominates the 2017 Finals MVP at 25 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists and 5 blocks, and his two-way game was on full display down the stretch. Durant took a chance while guarding James on the left side down the stretch and poked the ball out of bounds for a Cleveland turnover. With 24.5 seconds remaining, he blocked James as he drove the lane and bounced the ball off of his rival's head for another turnover. Yet Durant's finest moment came midway through the fourth, when he paired with Draymond Green for a block of Tristan Thompson's layup at the rim and soared high for a right-hand slam on the other end just seconds later. But wait, this might mean nothing based on history. Anyways, that would appear to be the case. During this 3-year stretch in which the Warriors have won 2 titles while winning at an unprecedented pace in the regular season, there has never been a correlation between Christmas Day outcome and their final goal of winning it all. They lost to the Clippers on Christmas Day during the 2014-15 campaign in which they won it all, downed Cleveland in the annual affair a year later at Quicken Loans Arena before falling to them in the finals, then lost to Cleveland at Oracle Arena in 2016 before winning it all again. Admiring LeBron had 20 points, 7 of 18 shooting, 6 rebounds and 6 assists. And it speaks volumes about the season he's having that the performance wasn't up his standards this year. James, who entered play shooting at a career-high pace of 57% overall and 41.1% from three-point range while averaging 28.4 points, 8.2 rebounds and 9.2 assists, also a career-high pace, drew high praise from Warriors coach Steve Kerr before the game. LeBron's playing as well as he ever has, Kerr said of James, who had 7 turnovers in the loss. I was thinking about it on the drive-in. How many players are better in year 15 than in year 10? Then especially when you're talking about superstars. Go down the list. Michael, Bird, Magic, Wilt, Kareem, Bill Russell. A lot of them didn't even get to 15 years. Were any of them better in year 15 than in year 10? I can't imagine. So what he has done with his game is just incredible. He's always been the dominant physical force from year 1. But the skill at this point is better than it's ever been. Here's one guess as to why James didn't play better: he would have much rather been at home. A day before the game, James, who is the first vice president of the National Basketball Player Association, had this to say about the NBA's commercialization of Christmas. "Being away from my family for the holidays for work is the absolute worst. Love what I do and wouldn't change it for the world, but doesn't change the fact of how I'm feeling at this moment." Missing the James gang. Clay Cleveland's only lead at a quarter break came after the first, 28-24, but it would have been much worse for the Warriors if not for Klay Thompson's sharpshooting. The assist, clearly, went to his shiny shoes. Just hours after the proud anti-spokesman shared a shot of his human highlighter collection that sat beneath his personal Christmas tree on Instagram, Thompson, wearing a fluorescent green sneaker on his left foot and a Griswold bright pink one on his right, buried all 3 of his three-point shots in the opening period. This wouldn't typically qualify as news, considering Thompson holds 2 of the top 7 single-season marks for three-pointers made in NBA history. But Thompson, whose Warriors had their 11-game winning streak snapped by Denver on Friday night, entered play having hit just 3 three-pointers in his last 2 games, 19 attempts. Thompson finished with 24 points and 7 rebounds against the Cavs. Draymond Clay wasn't the only Warriors player who had his shoe game ready. Green, who had a triple-double in the win, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, wore a pair of Nikes that featured the smiling cartoon character, Arthur, and a Christmas tree on both heels and was widely seen as a poke at his good friend, King James. The translation goes like this: back when the Cavs were struggling in early November, James posted a picture of Arthur's balled-up fist on Instagram and thus sent a message that he wasn't happy. This, one can safely assume, was Green's way of trolling James while making it clear that the Warriors couldn't be happier these days. Follow USA Today Sports' Sam Amick on Twitter.